guys, it's Leena from the Land of Gods, and we are doing the weekly reading for the sign of Sagittarius, my Saggies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from 25th of April till the 1st of May. Guys, please remember these are general readings. Time's fluid and energies can be reversed. So please take what resonates and leave the rest for others to receive. If you're here for the first time, welcome aboard. Welcome to my channel. And if you've been kind enough to come back, thank you so very much, guys. Welcome back. Everything that you do for this channel, whether it's a like, a comment, a view, a sub, everything matters and makes a difference. So thank you for making a difference. Last shuffle, Saggies. We are ready. Gonna look into the challenge we might face this week, the advice from the universe, and the possible outcome. I happen to see Fool right here. There's some kind of new beginnings that are on the horizons, as I feel. Let us see what comes out. As I was saying, we're going to, of course, clarify all the energies that come out. And to wrap up the reading, we are going to pull out an oracle guidance message. This week around, we are using the Moonology oracle deck. All right, Spirit, what is the challenge that might crop up for my Saggies for the week starting 25th April till the 1st of May? 7 of Wands. Confidence is an issue? Really? For you guys? Is it holding your ground or is it confidence? It could be both, actually. I see the solar plexus right there. Yeah, it is the confidence of holding your ground that is missing, or somehow there is a sort of hesitation of some sorts. What is this hesitation that I feel here? There is some sort of hesitation. Like, usually fire signs do not really have any issues being assertive about something. But I feel here the loss of, or the lack of, this assertive energy. Let us see what is the advice. The advice for the challenge that has presented itself, Spirit. 9 of Swords. Whoa. Okay. Overthinking. Are you in the overthinking mode, Sag? Is that what we need to acknowledge before we address this issue? We need to acknowledge that we are all in our head. The reason probably why we are not being assertive is because we are stuck in our own thoughts. And most of them are dark thoughts. Look at that. You see all of those crows? You see that sense of desperation that's there in this card? There is a sense of, being in that continuous vicious cycle of overthinking. There is a lot of overload here. There's a lot of overload here. Lots of sleepless nights, not knowing what to do, where to go. That is the reason why we don't have that sense of assertiveness. It is not the lack of confidence. No. It is the overdose of overthinking. That is what it is. And if we tap into that and try and sort our thoughts, oh, look at that. That card just popped out. The Moon. Ooh. Saggies. That is very unlike you guys. That is very unlike you. Let me see. Judgment. There is a freaking hell lot of emotions everywhere here. This is like having an out of body experience. Look, the soul leaving the body, some kind of soul searching, something that we need to do with our emotions. I see 3 of Swords here. Lots of pain underneath all of this. There is something that you are trying to hold on to with that 4 of Pentacles. It's just too painful. And with Moon coming as the outcome, this is a deep dive into your emotions. This overthinking is the cover up. As I said, there is something that you are trying to hold on to. This is related to this overflow of emotions that you do not want to feel. So that is the reason you are keeping yourself in the head, so you do not get to your heart space. But that is where the problem actually lies. Those deep, too big cracks through the heart. You see that? these threads going everywhere, trying to somehow put it together. This is what it is doing to you. This overthinking, this haphazard way of keeping things together when it is so painful is what is keeping you in that vicious cycle of just sleepless nights, overthinking, dark thoughts, everything going it's just maddening rush of crazy emotions I feel here. And that is the reason why where you need to put that focus, that assertiveness, of course, is needed for something, is where we are lagging. Because something else is taking up too much of space in our head for us to move forward. Wow, that is intense. That is intense. Let us clarify. Spirit, 7 of Wands standing in the challenge. By the way, the only fire card, the Wands card, standing in the challenge. Everything else is all about emotions right here. Wow. 7 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. That is where our focus should be, where it is not. Where? Making our freaking mullahs. 10 of Pentacles, that is the treasure that you should be after, the treasure hunt, so to say. But nope, we are not going towards that. We are not. We are diverted, and our mind is clearly diverted majorly by our thoughts, by these repeated patterns of sorts. If you see, look, all these crows, there is just one white crow here, right here, trying to get through all these dark thoughts. It's very much there in the outskirts, you know. It's just trying to make its way. The hope, look, the light, the way you see it right here is everything dark, everything, but the light is trying to get in. That is where we need to focus. 9 of Swords, Spirit, as the advice for my Saggies. This is insane. We have 4 of Swords. What do you need? You need healing. The reason why we are so in our head, and look, this has happened the second time this week. This happened for Aquarius, and I remember their reading being quite intense, and this is happening the second time. Just as I said, the flow of the smoke was on the cards, downward flow, and just as I said, and I noticed this, now it's going all upwards again. Otherwise it was all coming like this. Of course, background is like kind of light, so you can't see it. And we see Magician. You are the only one who can make this happen, because you stand in the power of a freaking magician. Whatever, good, bad, or ugly. Remember, Magician is a very two-edged sword kind of energy. Whatever you put your head in, whatever you put your energy towards, whether it's all these dark thoughts or that one bright, hopeful thought, you can make it happen. No matter how far-fetched idea it feels like, or a far-fetched, dream, something like that, you can make it happen. If only you believe in yourself, and if only you allow your heart to heal. 4 of Swords there. If you are going to be so stuck in your head, how exactly are you going to address the emotions that are lurking, that are underneath this surface, for which you need to do the soul searching? For what are you holding on to? Look, death right there. There needs to be a certain finality, and you need to be focused with that 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Look, the Ace of Swords coming here. Ace of Swords is all about mental clarity of how you want to go about things, with that Emperor, with the long-term vision. Emperor is all about long-term plans, long-term vision, long-term. Wow, look at that. Very intense energy here. Healing is needed. It is not the lack of confidence you have here. No, it is that lack of assertiveness, because you are still not healed. Your focus is somewhere caught up in your thoughts. Your focus should actually be on your emotions once you heal yourself is when you are going to be able to focus on your making mullah, whatever game that is, whether it is your job, whether it is something that you want to start, whether it is something that whatever you are doing is kind of going in losses because your focus is kind of taken away, whatever that is, you need to regain that healing or regain that focus where you should be. Your focus should be on your healing. And that is when good fortune is going to turn around. See, moon being in the outcome, this is all about taking a deep dive into your own emotions. Yes. Once you know where you are is when you will know how far you have to pull yourself up. Moon as the outcome, spirit. And there is a sense of an unknown zone that you are entering clearly. Moon being as the outcome, this is like not knowing where you are heading, with that judgment as the overall. Again, it is all about soul searching. It's all about, having an out of body experience, whether it is to do with your healing, or whether it is to do with the new path that seems to be kind of not so clear. Whatever that is, this wants to come out, okay? Moon as the outcome. So yes, there is this unknown whatever zone that is there, clearly. Anything else for the moon, spirit? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, devil. That is facing your fears right there. Four of Cups, see? There you go. The losses, take those hits, and take that hand of the divine. That is that soul searching all about. That is that overall clarification. Five of Pentacles. See that lack? That is not the lack of assertiveness. That is this right here that you're going to face eventually, is the lack that you felt, that sense of left behind by your loved ones, that is left out in the cold. That Five of Pentacles, lack in everything, whether it is resources, whether it is emotions, whether it is people, whether it is support, whether it is help, whether it is healing, whatever it is, this is facing your lack and fear, that demon, your dark side, whether it is shadow or whatever. Look, judgment coming up again. There is a lot of freaking soul searching that is needed here, Saggies. We are keeping ourselves engaged in 3D shit because we do not want to look into deeper shit. But that is where the issue actually lies. Once you address that, the 3D world is going to align itself. That Four of Cups right there with the soul searching, with the Judgment card right there. Yeah. There's a sense of finality for something that needs to be there, whether it is addressing your emotions, whether it is addressing certain level of pain that is there, whether it is addressing some kind of stuck up energy, because I do feel there is a stuck up energy here. That is the reason you have Nine of Swords right there. That push that is needed, that sense of assertiveness that is lacking, that push is needed for something what? That Ten of Pentacles. That treasure box, you can get there. But it's like so many bumps across, the energetic bumps that I feel on this road. Yeah. Let us get you an oracle guidance message to wrap up the spread. Ooh, we already have something. What do we have? Personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Whoa. Cancer being Cancer, and that to full moon. That is intense energy right there. Very high on emotions. And see, emotions are flowing everywhere here. This is what we need to address, whether it's the Nine of Swords, whether it is the moon here, whether it is the Judgment card here, all of that. It's all about the free flow of emotions. Of course, we don't have that. It's stuck up energy and we need to just resolve that. Full moon in Cancer. Let me read this out for you, my Saggies. Things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. See, said that. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question that you might have had in your head while watching this. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so treat carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. High emotional vibes are here, whether it is you or other people involved, whatever it is, clearly it's a high vibe emotional craziness going on here, na? This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or a private issue will soon come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house, right? Whether it is your stand for it or whether it is a sort of resolution that you have come up with, whatever alternate option that you have come up with, it is time to, move from wherever your stand is right now to another. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions, because clearly, as we spoke across through this spread, emotions are running high. Don't be so clingy and stop sulking. Well, with the Cancer energy right there, the sense of being sulky is there. But yeah, don't just go crazy in your head, and don't worry, all will soon be well. My Sagis, on that hopeful note, I'm gonna take your leave. Thank you all for joining me. It's a wrap. Namaste from the land of gods.